Good morning, everybody. Oh, I forgot my cup of coffee. I'm about to go get it here in 2 seconds. But we just sent out a big voicemail campaign, so I'm keeping track. Looks like we should be getting, hopefully, a good amount of responses today. I'll take a look at it and see the stats on it. Yep. So far, so good. I'm gonna go make a quick cup of coffee while we get started. And we've got Ricky in the office with me today, so I'm gonna be doing a little bit of whispering so that I don't be too obnoxious for someone who has to sit next to me. Coffee time. All right. Probably should have done that before I got the live video started, but that's okay. Here we are. We're in here. So, let's take a look. Ooh, we've got, while we're here, what appears to be a brand new lead that filled out one of our contact forms telling us that they wanted a cash offer on their house. So let's go take a look and see what we can do about them. See if we can get their house sold. It's a speed game. ¿Aló?
Ajá.
Sí, ¿cómo le puedo ayudar?
Lo que pasa es que me hablaron a mí de ahí.
Oh, sí. Nosotros te estuvimos llamando sobre la propiedad. A ver, ¿sabes qué? ¿Qué es su número de teléfono? Ahorita me está diciendo que es potential spam. Y te puedo encontrar a decirte que por qué estábamos llamando.
469-544-2633.
469-544, ¿qué fueron los últimos cuatro?
2633.
2633. A ver, sí. Aquí te digo. A ver. Señor Rodríguez. Te estuvimos llamando sobre la propiedad y que tienen el San Fernando Drive. No sé si están pensando en venderla.
Oh, no.
No. ¿Tienen algunas propiedades que están pensando vender ahorita?
No, por ahorita no, todavía no.
Todavía no. ¿Cuándo están pensando vender?
Oh, no, es que no tenemos pensado vender.
Oh, ok, ok. Pero de repente estará en el plan dentro de unos años o...
No, antes ahorita lo que estamos pensando es comprar
Ok, ¿qué buscan?
terreno.
¿Terreno? ¿En cualquier lugar o algo específico?
No, pues más o menos como para el lado de para allá, para como, ¿cómo se llama? Hillsboro, o se llama Hillsboro, o
Sí.
para hay otro lugar que ahí también se llama Frost.
Ajá, ajá. Ok, sí, sí, conozco esa área. ¿Y qué tanto están pensando comprar de área o de terreno o cuánto quieren gastar?
Pues, por ahorita no estamos así, pero por decir más o menos, es que estábamos mirando como unas, parece como propiedades de 10 acres o 15 acres.
Ok, ok. Pues entonces, si usted quiera, nosotros podemos mandarles, si tenemos algunas propiedades que son en esa área, son de ese tamaño, te podemos mandarles.
Ujú.
¿Está bien?
Ok,
¿Y a este número estará bien?
sí,
Ok, muy bien. Gracias, gracias señor. Que le vaya bien.
ok, y aquí, ¿dónde es esta oficina? ¿Cómo se llama ahí con ustedes? ¿O dónde está la oficina?
Sí, la oficina que tenemos aquí está en Arlington. Está muy cerquita de la casa donde viven. No sé si sabes dónde está el Pioneer.
Ajá.
Sí, ahí estamos en el Pioneer y el Bowen casi. Si conoces a ese, hay una tienda donde venden todas las cosas de la Navidad.
Oh, sí.
Sí, estamos ahí cerquita. Pero
Ok,
somos agentes de bienes raíces y también inversionistas en propiedades, entonces siempre estamos encontrando propiedades, casas y todo, entonces si encontramos un terreno como estás buscando, te podemos pasarla a ver si estás interesado.
ok,
¿Está bien?
ajá.
Ok.
Muchas gracias.
De nada, señor, que le vaya bien.
Igualmente.
Chao. Here you go, Jack. Jackson. I got his number. He's looking to buy land, 10, 15 acres near Hillsboro. So if we come across anything like that, I'll save his number. It's only just begun. Oh. Yeah, I wasn't kidding. What's it doing to you? Oh, because someone else grabs it. Yeah, when someone else grabs it, it pulls it. It's a fun little test. Worst case scenario, if it ends up becoming like really annoying for these purposes, I'll just put it on round robin, which I can do. Yeah, it'll rotate through if for whatever reason that becomes an issue in the future. Which, like I said, if it ends up being annoying and there's like one of our phone services for whatever reason is like letting it push through faster, that's good to know.
Hello.
Yes, hi, is it Christiane?
Yes.
Hi, Christiane. This is Chris Beery with Beery Nice Homes. You reached out to us last night about your property that you're looking to get sold. The 5.5 acres in the mobile home.
Wait a minute, moment.
Sure.
This must have been my friend. She was here playing with my telephone.
Excuse, I speak Spanish as well. Did you have a preference?
No, my friend speaks Spanish, but she's gone.
Gotcha. Okay, I wasn't sure. It's a little hard to hear you. Is now a good time to talk about it?
So my husband passed away yesterday.
Oh my gosh, Christiane, I'm so sorry.
I know.
Oh my God. We don't have to have this conversation right now. If you want to wait and I can call you back, I completely understand if it's too early.
Yes, please.
Okay. Do you want me?
Thanks so much.
Do you want me to call you back after the weekend?
No, next week we have the funeral.
You have the funeral, of course. Wait, tell me, when do you want me to call you back? And I'll call you back then, okay?
On the end of April, May. I don't know yet, really. I don't know.
Christiane, I'm so sorry. Oh man, I'm so sorry. And I completely understand. I know you filled out this request yesterday, and you tell me. I understand it's so hard, and I know this is probably not a good time to have this conversation. So, do you want me to call you back maybe towards the middle of April in a few weeks?
End of April.
End of April?
Would be better because I don't want this 5 acres anymore. This is too much.
I understand. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'll call you towards the end of April. We'll get you taken care of. We can get.
Then I have a little bit my head back together.
Yeah, I understand. No, yeah, we'll be able to make you a real fair price, and we'll get you whatever it is you're looking for, what you need out of it. We'll get it for you, one way or the other. Okay. So if we have to look at a few different options to get you to the number that you want to get to, we'll do that. Okay.
I want in the house maybe only a water place because I don't want so much place anymore.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, no, we'll be able to get you into something that's smaller that doesn't have all that land.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Christiane.
No, thank you.
Oh, of course.
Bye.
Bye. Have a nice day. I'm so sorry. We'll talk soon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. That is terrible. Literally yesterday.
Like, as she's filling out an application.
I mean, she obviously filled it out last night in just extreme grief. I mean, yeah, literally in her notes it said, "My husband passed away, and for me alone, it's way too much. Please make me an offer." Oh, man.
Was that on our website?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Boomtown?
Yeah, she came directly to our website looking for the offer.
That's so sad.
That is incredibly sad. That breaks my heart. Oh my God. That's part of it, but man, that might be a first. I don't think I've ever.
Like that soon.
That soon? Yeah, that's a first for me. I didn't know how to respond to that. I'm kicking myself for telling her to have a nice day. I don't know how the hell she's supposed to have a nice day. Yeah. It's just muscle memory, but man. Yeah. I mean, the best thing I can do for her at this point is just call her when I said I would. So. Man, oh man. That's a bummer for a Friday morning, but it's a real part of life. People go through that kind of stuff, so. crier too. That kind of stuff gets me. Did you get it? Alright, I'm gonna stick it on round robin. Texting people back. We left quite a few voicemails, and some of those people are coming back and texting, which was good. Still didn't get it?
Immediately hangs up. I don't know if it's
It could be the person if no one else is getting them.
problem.
Let me ask. Caffeine, caffeine, caffeine. Yeah, that's good. All right. Back to phone calls. Let's see. So, a little bit quieter, a little bit more boring today, but that's okay. I don't mind the quiet and the boring, as long as we stay busy. It's the Friday. Last Friday of the month, last day of the month. It's a great combination. Do. So far, not even half of the voicemails have dropped, so.
Huh?
So far, not even half of the voicemails have dropped, and not everybody gets to them right away, so.
Oh, it's like a overtime.
It's, well, yeah, it just takes a while to process that many voicemails, so yeah, it's, like I said, it just kind of got started. We'll probably blow up here in a second. So essentially what we did is we dropped about 3,500 voicemails to a target neighborhood that we bought lots of properties in before. It's a zip code that we've done business in, so typically just a quick glance at the address, quick little poll, and we'll be able to tell, it makes playing the game of deal or no deal a lot easier. And so this particular zip code is over by the Arlington Stadium. It's not quite in the entertainment district, so maybe not well suited for Airbnbs, but again, we bought lots of properties in here, so analysis goes a lot quicker. We kind of know what we're working with, what the asset type is there, so it's a good prerequisite for marketing to an area is understanding who and what you're marketing to and what you're looking for. So, if anybody comes back and tells me they want $500,000 in that neighborhood, I know that that's probably not going to happen. But if somebody comes back and says that they want 90 and they want it now, we could probably do that just right there, just as is. So we're just keeping an eye on these as they come in. I'm trying not to touch them so that way everybody gets a phone call before I do. So. And we still got lots of opportunity here, so it's coming. In the meantime, I have some past due follow-up calls to make, so let me see. do. It's the one downside of this kind of marketing is that it's a little bit sit and wait. So I'm trying to stay busy while we wait for the phone to ring, but I want to hear what everybody else is doing right now, especially as I'm here playing around in the CRM, because there's a couple of people I could afford to call back. Yep.
Please leave your message for 817-891-11474.
Hi, Deborah. This is Chris Beery. It's been a little while since we spoke last. I know back in January you guys were looking to put your home search on pause while interest rates were going a little crazy, but we're seeing them relax some. Last time we talked, I think they were well over 7%, and now we're kind of seeing them float into the high sixes and right at 7%. So I don't know if that's still an interest rate that precludes you from buying something, but if it doesn't, go ahead and give me a call back. I'd love to touch base with you either way and just kind of see what the new game plan is. I know when we last spoke, you're kind of hoping to get into a little bit better neighborhood, maybe more towards West Arlington. But give me a call back when you can. My phone number is 817-600-2077. Again, that's 817-600-2077. Thanks. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye. There we go.
Please leave me a detail.
Hello, how you doing? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My name is Ricky. I'm with Very Nice Homes Realty. I was just reaching out to see if you had some property you're looking to sell.
No, don't call me again. Yeah, that's okay. Hey, that's a contact. It is. Oh, no, 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 no. It is. You know what makes it an extra contact? Who do you know that's looking to sell some property? Yeah, one extra question. Kind of see if you can kind of squeeze the juice out of them. Even a dry lime has a few drops of juice to give.
I had pizza like late last night. Terrible idea.
That is a bad idea.
So bad.
I have heartburn just thinking about it.
It's not hard. It's just
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this is the most full of phone calls that like I've ever seen. I picked up two so far. One was
Your
just
call
like
has been
stupid
forwarded to an
shit.
automatic voice message. 7-1.
It's outbound marketing, man. Hey, that's okay. That's it's to thicken your skin. Literally, there's another like more than 1,000 voicemails that still need to be dropped, and like this isn't even the beginning. So, like, we're gonna spend the next couple of hours just. I mean, to be fair, we used to have a little adage like the more you get yelled at, the more you tend to make, just in general. So, it's good. We're getting a bunch of no's out of the way.
I can't believe it ain't got like.
So I like the system that we're using because it's pretty unobtrusive. It doesn't leave a ring. It just goes. It doesn't even like because there's some of them that would like ring and go straight to voicemail. I tested this one. I like it because it doesn't do that. It just goes straight. They just get like, I got a new voicemail. Didn't even know I missed a call.
Then they got a call. Okay.
Yeah, it's a little less intrusive that way. So yeah, it's Friday. We're in here. I'm still making individual calls. I'm going through my my CRM as I go through here and just seeing, hey, what's the dealio? Well, I got a missed lead that I should have followed up with back in 2022. But the good news is he cycled all the way back around and filled out our lead form again. So he is still interested. So I'm gonna send him a little text message and just say, hi, Adam. Do. Ooh, Jack's being quick with it. I can hear him in there. He got real quick. Hey, brother, how's it going? I'm good, man. I'm good. They out there? Okay. 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 Yep. Yeah, if you don't mind, just yeah. I mean, if it's gonna be like more than $500 more than what we originally expected, like definitely give me a call. But if it's $500 or less, just that's a green light and go ahead. But that's my threshold where I want to have another conversation. Is like if you get under there and it's gonna be another $500 worth of stuff, definitely stop and call me. If it's gonna be 300, 400, even like right at $500 worth of stuff, just go ahead and do it. Does that work? What's your expectation on that phone call? Do you think that's an unrealistic? Yeah. He wouldn't have called you? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Which I don't want him to do that either. But yeah, I mean, give me an idea. Roughly what you think it might be. I, do. Yeah. Right. I figured you wouldn't. Okay. Yeah, we don't want to cut any corners on the foundation, but I definitely do want to know what it is that we're getting ourselves into before I just write a blank check. Um, so yeah, just give me an idea before you guys proceed, but go ahead and like just keep. We're getting it done. We're doing it through you guys, so like he's there. Don't tell him to stop. Just kind of like I want to have a conversation. If it's going to be more than that $500 threshold, if it's a lot more than that $500 threshold, then we might game plan a little bit more. So. Um, I really ideally wouldn't be spending more than. Okay, cool. Right. Cool. Cool, man. Yeah, that sounds good. I appreciate you. All right, buddy. Talk to you soon. Flipping properties is not all sunshines and rainbows, guys. Oh yeah, Longfield. They're out there doing the foundation right now, and it's a pier and beam, and they got under there, and it looks like they need a few more supports, and some of the wood needs to be replaced. So that wasn't part of the original quote.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 21492333709 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Mr. Warren. This is Chris Beery. You and I have spoken quite some time ago about your house there on Duval Drive. I know that you were at that time looking to make a move here in a few months, and I just wanted to check and see if you managed to make that move or if it's still in the plans. Give me a call back either way. I'd love to touch base with you, see how we can be of service to you. My phone number is 817-600-2077. Again, that's 817-600-2077. Thanks. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye. All right. Coffee got things moving, so. Does it now? Closing price by agent is next door neighborhood. One time fence. Cut considerably, so 10, 15 grand. Neat. Okay. Quick little bathroom break. We'll be right back, and we'll keep getting on these phone calls. My phone is blowing up. So, that's a good thing. Is it giving you trouble?
What?
The talk route?
No, my stomach is killing me.
Oh, yeah. That sucks, but I'm sorry.
Um, 1760 Peninsula Drive. Yes, ma'am. Bluffdale, Texas. My name is Richard Sowers. Representing Sellers. Sure.
Alright. Got a Spanish speaker I get to call back out of one of Andy's calls. Let's check it out.
No worries. I just have, I don't really have a question on like the property. I just kind of have a basic question on how y'all's HOA is. I was really just wondering what y'all's restrictions are. If y'all,
Hola, Marcelo.
if y'all allow,
Hola,
community-
hola, ¿qué tal? Apenas hablaste. Sí, apenas hablaste con uno de mis agentes y me dijo que de repente estás pensando aquí vender esa propiedad en el Tucker Boulevard que tienen.
Oh, okay, cool, yeah.
No sé si ustedes están planeando venderla.
Oh, okay. No,
En este momento no. Ok. ¿Cuándo están pensando?
read on already, yeah.
A ver, dígame. ¿Más adelante? ¿Dentro de unos años o...?
Sí.
Ok, por favor avíseme y si está bien me quedo en comunicación con ustedes hasta que estén listos. Muy bien, Marcelo. Gracias, que le vaya bien. He wants to sell? Just not yet. Not sure when. Just not yet.
Real services here.
So we keep a track of him.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
An incoming call. Press 1 to accept connecting.
Rats. Somebody got it. Still nothing on those lots? Call Anthony.
I have one guy interested, but he's got to be able to put a tiny home community in it.
He's gonna be able to put what?
He needs to be able to put a tiny home community on it.
Oh, that won't work, I don't think. Morning, Papa. How you doing? I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just here with my agent right now that's got those lane lots locked up. So I just wanted to see if you had any interest on it yet.
I didn't have any interest on it, but it normally takes about 12 hours to populate,
Okay.
and I don't know if it's not really emails this morning, so
Right on.
tentatively I can get back to you for sure by noon.
Okay. All right. Yeah, don't let me bug you. I just wanted to check in while he was sitting here next to me. Wanted to see. Hopefully, I was going to say, hey, maybe if I call Anthony right now, he's going to tell me great news.
Yeah, I don't like to tell people great news.
I hear you, man. I hear you. No worries. Well, let me know either way, brother. Appreciate you, baby. Talk to you soon. I love that man. I really do.
Is he the
The wholesaler that he's helped us move land before. He's pretty good with land. I'm not as great with land, but he's real. That's all he does. That's all. Yeah, if he had his choice, that's all he'd do. So it's not that I'm not that great with it. It's just that he is so phenomenally better at it that he makes me look not that great at it. Boop, boop, boop. Let's see. I'll be damned if there's not an Eric Trump in my, like a legit Eric M. Trump in my boomtown to follow up with.
Mr. Trump, I'd love to.
I'm gonna give him a call. Let's see who I'm working with here. It's 49, no criminal infractions, so I doubt there's any relation.
He's clean? Can't be the same.
That was terrible. I didn't mean that. I have zero political opinion about anything. I'm just here to work hard, guys, but that was a funny joke. Come on.
Please leave your message for
Yes, hello, this is Chris. You spoke with one of my associates, Adam, the other day about the property there on Denmark Street. If you would give me a call back when you can, my phone number is 817-600-2077. Again, that's 817-600-2077. Thanks. Look forward to hearing from you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Certainly hope I'm not boring anybody today. Obviously, these inbound leads are a little bit different, so we treat them a little bit differently. What I'm doing is I'm essentially going through and I'm filling time as we wait for calls to come through. I want to make sure all my guys get a chance to get at least a phone call or two under their belt. Have you gotten a phone call yet? Have you managed to connect on anything yet? No? Okay. Oh, that's right. Other than the guy that told you no. Cool. Again, some of these take, I would say, by the time that they get into the person's voicemail, they've got 15, 20, 30 minutes before they end up actually calling back on it, so. Ooh, and I just missed a call. From whom?
Please leave your message
For those of you wondering why I've been wearing a hat every day this week is because I am long overdue for a haircut. And it's much easier to just hide all this Latin fro under a hat than address it, so. And I love my barber, but he didn't answer my phone call when I called him earlier this week, so. Maybe he can squeeze me in today. Matter of fact, let me show you something. For those of you who are just getting into real estate, watch this. Let's see if I can get him on the phone real quick. I'm going to call my barber during lead gen time. Hopefully he answers.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
I'm going to call the barbershop directly. Maybe that's what I need to do. I always forget. Sometimes I forget I need to call the barbershop or I need to call him directly. Either way, I'm going to call a business. I'm going to call this business and say, hey, who do you know?
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been
Oh
set up
man,
yet.
I wonder if they're closed. I'm gonna text them instead. Bummer. I would have made a nice little example out of that. Oh, in the meantime, I'm gonna make a phone call for one of my clients. Let's see. So this is a property down in Houston that she really wants to buy. And Houston's not my area, so it's a little bit tough for me to help her down there. But she's adamant she wants me to help her, and I've disclosed that it's not my area. I'm gonna have a hard time being able to give you advice. She says, I don't care. I want you to be my realtor. And I love her, so I'll do it. But if at any point during the deal I feel like I'm doing her a disservice, I'm gonna reiterate, hey, I feel like I'm doing you a disservice. Let me turn you over to someone else. Yes, hi. I was calling to speak with Ann Bragg about a listing that she has right now. This is Chris Beery with B&H Realty. Thank you.
Thank you for calling Bayou Realtors, where our professional agents provide our Bayou Realtors, where our professional agents provide our clients with quality real. Hi, this is Frank.
Yes, hi. My name's Chris Beery. I'm with B&H Realty. How are you doing this morning? I'm good. I'm calling you about a listing that you have on the market on Cambridge. So here's the deal. I have a client. I'm actually a DFW realtor, and she's a previous client of mine a couple times over. I love her dearly, and I have warned her on multiple occasions that the Houston Gulf Coast area is not my market of expertise. She doesn't care. She wants to use me anyway. Despite my best efforts, but she wants to know if this one's available. She's relocating. She's in law enforcement, so she's relocating down there. She has a really quick timeline to turn around, but really well pre-qualified, great credit, great income, great savings. Is there any way I could schedule a time for her to come see the house through maybe one of your agents? And then what do you guys offer as far as commissions for out of MLS agents? Okay. Great. Yep. Okay. Is there a deadline in place right now as far as like when you're planning on cutting it off, or? Okay. Okay. Yeah, that should allow her plenty of time. Sure. Okay. Should I call back, or would it be okay to leave a message with her to call me back? It's Beary, Beary. 817-600-2077. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Bye-bye. No point in being dishonest about the situation. A, it's going to come up. And B, honesty is the best policy. Although I say that, I realize that when we were talking about scripts are just like a long series of little white lies, but they're just facilitations for conversation.
It's just navigating through.
It really is. It really is.
Stress off what you need to say.
Yeah, because it's really
I
what.
don't like thinking when I'm trying to talk.
Right.
That's the issue.
That's the problem. Yeah, you don't want to have to think. You want to be able to have a pocketed just phrase that just throw it out there because you know it works. So.
Well, one positive thing I can take away from trying to make this damn lawsuit is I probably have like 3 or 4 like legit buyer contacts for the future.
Put them in the CRM. Create a little special tag. I think I have one in there actually right now. Let's see. Because I was doing the same thing. Just building up a buyer's list is kind of it's for instances like these surprisingly important.
People would reach out.
I rely so heavily on people like Shelby to like dispose of deals like this, and so when they aren't able to help us out, it makes things a little bit more difficult. But yeah, that's ultimately what happens. Is you just end up getting, you keep ending up with people that like, hey, I need to keep this person's contact information in case. Yes, so there is a tag called Investor. There's only 2 people I've used it on so far. But if you want to put those people in the CRM and then just tag them as an investor and just don't put them on any other marketing or anything like that, just then that way when we have deals like this, we can go blast email, blast text them or whatever it is whenever we get something to send out. Speaking of, only 2,000 of our 3,500 leads got their voicemail, so I'm going to upload another couple of lists and see what we can get. So, 32. Everything's timing out. I know, guys, it's not always a sexy thing what we do here. Sometimes it looks a little bit boring. But the trick is, don't let boring fool you. Boring tends to be a good thing. Real hard work is actually pretty quiet, pretty
When I'm the
meaty.
most bored and least motivated, I get the most amount of interactions.
Isn't that crazy?
It's absolutely
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah. Absolutely. Boredom is a great indicator. I think that's what kills most agents, right? They just get bored, so they go off and do something else. They let their whim, their distraction or distractibility kind of take hold. It's like, I'm gonna run to the grocery store. There's a saying we used to have at Keller Williams, which was, "Don't mistake busy for productive." Those are different things. I'm full of stuff like that. I get tired of it sometimes. I hear myself talk and I feel like I sound like I'm lecturing people. So I think I've told you before, but if I'm ever just coming off as like super preachy, tell me to shut the fuck up. It'll be fine. It'll be okay. So what I'm doing right now is actually a really good example of just busy work. We still have quite a few credits. We're still going to get a lot of activity off of the campaign I launched this morning. The campaign ended up being shy of our expectations, so I'm going to come back through here, and we're going to go ahead and send out another campaign right behind it. And see. This one's going to be a slightly smaller list because we're just going to do cell phones this time and see if that has a better turnaround rate. Away they go. That was it. Took me about 3 minutes to get that campaign loaded, launched, ready to go. So again, nothing too terribly special about what we do. It's more about consistency and being here and showing up and I've had this microphone for like a month now. Didn't even realize it had those dials on the back. That's cool. Probably play around with that so much better. I wonder if that sounds any better. Ha ha ha. I didn't realize I could change the audio pattern of the microphone. Neato neato. Alright. Same thing, got some text messages coming in, so I'm going to go ahead and pay attention to these and see what we got. Do do do, boom 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 boom. I realize that I'm just over here making noises at y'all. But we're working. May not look like it, but we're working pretty hard today. So we've got appointments set, and then today's team meeting day. So every second Friday, we come in here and we look at our board, we look at our goals that we set for the month, and we try and make adjustments as needed. But in this instance, I think we are gonna be doing great. This was a good month for us. So March tends to be, April tends to be, May tends to be. This is really kind of one of the better times of year to be in real estate sales. So we try and front load, we try and get a ton of stuff on the board because we'll probably see a little bit of slowdown come June and July, especially because I have trips planned and things like that. Now, that does mean that I'm likely going to have transactions that are running while I'm out of town, which always seems to be the case, but we like to travel. I'm in this industry so that I can do the things that I want to do when I want to do them, and then work fills in the rest of the gaps. So, which I gotta say, normally it's the other way around. Normally, I think in most instances, people have jobs that you work when they want you to work, and then life fills in the rest of those gaps. Ours is the other way around, so it means I work more and I work a little harder, but I still get the things that I want to do. I get them done. I'm going to go ahead and set the expectation with you that those Bluffdale lots, we may have to terminate. Maybe. maybe. I'm not resolved to it yet. Even Anthony was like, when I told him, I was like, hey, do you guys have any feedback on it yet? He said it takes 12 hours for his system to populate it everywhere that they blasted out to. So,
I figured I'd have what today's Friday, probably leave today, tomorrow, by the end of tomorrow. If there's nothing, I'd probably call Matt and be like, I've got nothing for you. Because I'm pretty sure, like, options done Monday.
Okay.
So we probably have to terminate Sunday.
yeah, I typically don't like taking people to the end of their option period if we don't have to, right? But at least he's prepared for it.
Tomorrow will be our last ditch effort for it.
Right. And like I said, it's nice that now you've kind of been setting that expectation with him, so we're not going to blindside him. He kind of suspects it's coming, right? So.
Oh, but we got Yolanda. We got the
Ooh, Yolanda.
See, I forget about her. Well, I don't forget about her. Like, I forget about that deal all the time.
I
It's like,
full blown forgot about her. I need to email her like right now.
she's not gonna see her today. Oh shit, this morning.
I thought she said this evening. Hold on. So, I literally have a template up, ready to go. You took her email down, right?
Yes.
Okay. Come look over my shoulder real quick. So,
Yolanda
_fortune at yahoo.com. Do you remember what the friend's name is of the house? What was the house address anyway?
5515 Goodman.
Okay. There we go. Kathy.
Kathy, yeah, I was about to say, I just got it. Like,
Kathy's house. Mm-hmm. Okay, so based on our conversation, I've included all three options and the details of the options. None of this includes any information. Okay. Sales of the belongings in the property are completely separate from the discussion, though I did want to. Okay.
Oh yeah, Catherine.
Keep in mind that clear off. We still have some wiggle room to play around with the numbers, but the terms below serve as my initial offer. Okay. So what did we say list price was? $185.
Yes.
Commission rate 6%. Average time on market over here I think was about 11 days. Pay off all existing debt. Do we remember what we said the existing debt was, like 130?
She said 120, and then the solar panels 20 sticker tag, maybe 30 on the lease.
Oh, okay,
I don't know if
yeah.
that matters.
So yeah. No, it does, because it's about 150.
All in with those solar panels.
Yeah. So I can't remember what if we did 185. She wasn't making that much off the.
You did all of the options, and even Alonda was like, I think we need to take the creative deal because she gets more money.
Right. Okay. Expected net after payoffs and costs and debt payoff minus 150 was okay. So it was about 20,000. 20,200, and then the cash deal was basically just her getting 15 right now, right? So it was like 165.
Yeah, it was like net. She would walk out with like 15.
Okay. This is what's nice about having this template like just ready to go.
Just drop the numbers.
Mm-hmm. And then yeah, she's making about 15,000. And then creative offer. We were gonna do 185 times 0.92 was 170. What was it? Oh, ended up doing. I think I did it on 185. And I would do 15 today. So buyer will take title and accept seller's existing loan and solar panel debt as it is currently written, as well as all responsibilities for property taxes, insurance, and any maintenance required. Buyer and seller will secure a promissory note for the remaining debt, which would be, what did we say? So 185 minus her 150 minus 15,000. Which would be 20. $1,000 initial principal. And what was her monthly payments like?
It was technically 9,
but
she
like
was
1,100.
It was like 1,150. She said she was paying.
Okay.
Something like that. But I think that's with like an extra $100, so like 1,050 is what she has to pay, something like that.
Gotcha. So what we're gonna do here is I'm just gonna run a quick lease comp in that area.
See what you can find out.
Yeah, because we want to make sure it still cash flows on the creative deal. 'Cause even with this creative deal, we might just use the creative deal as a way to buy it and flip it.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, isn't there like a buy and flip aspect to this too? That
Oh, there is. Because what did we say the house was worth if she dressed it up? Like,
220 maybe? Like if it was really dressed up and pretty, 220 maybe top end of that.
yeah. So that's doable. We might still want to like
Right.
hold on to it for a certain amount of time, right?
That's what I was thinking. Is it like something you rent out for a while and then like maybe value goes up, sell it near for a bigger profit? Is that kind of like the angle with the creative?
Yeah, right. I typically don't want to keep her in a creative deal for much longer than like a year or
I
two.
gotcha. So you have it set up, but ideally you just want to pay them off.
Yeah. So it's looking like 1,750.
Dressed up and pretty.
Yeah, because here's one on Goodman that's bigger, but
Not
not
a new
really.
build.
Not a new build. Built in 72, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, at least for 1,750. It took 90 days to do it, but it's because they were listed at 1,800. So
I bet you could list at 1,800 on a new build.
I think so.
And
Yeah.
dressed up pretty.
Right, especially like this time of year. So I'll just say 1,650 just in case. Oops. And we want typically 20% cash flow. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll say minus her 1,200. So let's say I can pay her $200 a month for 20,000. So let's say $200 a month at 0% interest for a principal balance of 20,000. How long does that take me to pay it off? 100 payments.
She'll more than likely get it in less than that.
Yep. Oh, absolutely.
Do you put that in there as well, or you just kind of
What's that?
that more than likely will get it
Yeah.
before that?
Yeah, with a chance that I pay off the balance in 1 to 3 years after closing. And then the purchase is as is. No repairs or upgrades will be required. Oh, yeah, no repairs or upgrades will be required as part of the sale. Closing will set based on seller's needs as quickly as 7 days and up to 3 months from today. Buyer will cover all closing costs associated with the sale, excluding the commissions that we will waive. Okay, so I wrote this for a listing property. Excluding. There we go. And set up a third-party servicing company to collect and disperse all payments to you directly each and every month and provide a monthly statement showing balances. And then here we go. Boom. Cool. For whatever reason, our logo isn't wanting to like populate. I have to come in here and copy and paste it sometimes. There we go. Cool. Voila. Sent. If you want to go ahead and text her and just say, hey, we just emailed you. And then that way she knows that's there waiting on her. Neato. Cool. Back to the phones. I just initiated another campaign, so we're going to get another little push right there at the beginning. What's going on? It's not. I just started another one too. So give it another 15 minutes. And then these will still slow, this will still slow bleed, because I would say the average one that I get, it sits in their voicemail for 30 minutes to an hour, and then they call back.
Yeah, and then there's also, I feel like the people who immediately call back are the ones that
A little bit angry. Yeah.
Yeah, stop calling from the phone. But people who are ready to sell, they want to look through the message first.
Mhm.
What's
Yep.
this message about?
Yeah, this will kind of continue. This will actually, I've had instances where I'll send out these campaigns and I'll get calls like days later. So it'll still rotate through. But yeah, the other blast I just sent, let's see, so far it has only sent 84 of the 2,900 messages. So like,
84?
yeah, the other campaign, remember I told you I put 3,500 leads in there, and I'll show you, let's go back to this reporting. So here's this one. Oh, that's weird. Oh, because that's a different one. Okay, so this one, yeah.
We're not even, that's not even completed.
Oh, it's done, but it dropped 1953. I ended up pulling home numbers on there too, because I was curious to see, I've never done it before, so I was curious to see how many of those home numbers would work. So that only dropped 2,000 messages. This next one should drop almost all of them, because they're I just kept it to cell phone numbers only. So you'll see a couple of them. If you look at the recipient list, it'll tell you like, hey, this one's voicemails may be full or not set up, voicemail may be full or not set up, because there's, so you can see like success, failed, success. Wow, that's a hard word to say over and over again, failed. And so, but, and then I can see the, so it tells me at the bottom, unable to detect voicemail. So see, this is where I think all the home numbers started. So there's a big chunk of these that all failed.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's one of the reasons why this one got stuck.
Are you going to be sending them every day?
No. This is typically a one time. It's going to sit in their voicemail. So it's kind of like one of the leads that I got that I've told you guys about before, that Stephenville lead, was something similar to this. It was just like an old piece of marketing that was sitting in their voicemail forever. People go through later on and clear it out. But yeah, no, we'll get another little push here in the next like 15, 30 minutes, because it takes a little while. So like this one, since we've been talking, it's sent 84, and now it's at 100. So it's like slowly bleeding the voicemails through, because it takes the system a little while to drop all of them.
Okay.
So
Cool.
yeah, it took about right at an hour to drop the other ones. So yeah, but I was.
It's actually gonna rain. Their phone's gonna ring. And
No,
they pick it up.
so this no, they don't. So this is one of the reasons why I like this particular tool. Is I've tested it. They don't get. It's not like a ring and it goes straight to voicemail.
Okay.
It actually just goes straight to voicemail. So they'll just get a notification. You have a new voicemail with no phone call.
But how did they direct the phone calls that we picked up?
That's a really good. What do you mean?
Like the phone calls that we just picked up from the lead,
Mm-hmm.
did they actually like have to like go to the message
And call
them
back. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So the people who called, they're mad. They're really mad.
People who call immediately.
Well, it's like on our text message campaigns, you see the people, there's some people that call back or that text back that are just really, really upset. Obviously, those are people that's like, hey, we didn't mean to bother you, so sorry, go back about your day. We won't ever call you again. And I am keeping track of that. There's a number of them that I can tell, like, okay, cool, we're going to go ahead and put these people on do not call lists and all that kind of stuff. But, yeah, no, we'll continue to get callbacks on this throughout the rest of the day.
Oh.
You'll see it. We'll get another little push actually at the end of the business day today. So Ricky, are you working tonight? Do you want me to pull you off of the
I gotta be in early after that tonight from 3 to 9.
3? Okay, so I'll come into Talk Root and I'll just take you off of the rotation at 3, just that way you're not getting blown up, and then I'll just turn it right back on in the morning. Which actually, since you guys are here right now, I'm going to be in the office in the morning. It's the 1st of the month. It's expired day.
Ooh, expired listing.
It's expired day tomorrow, so I don't know how many we'll get. April's kind of a weird month, but I mean, considering the number of houses that I've got the MLS up, so in the last month,
I got a lot of good contacts.
I feel like the ones that are gonna expire are the really ones that can sell because right now everything's picking back up.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm running comps. Like I'm getting so many good comps.
there's like 3,000 new listings coming on the market every week, plus or minus. So even like a heavy expired day is like 500. So I have a feeling that in the last 7 days, 3,000 new listings went on the market, 2,000 decreased their price, 600 came back on the market, and only 1,800 went under contract. So there's a huge disparity on the number of houses coming on versus the number of houses going under contract. And so that's where, yeah, like the first of the month, so many agents, like you'll see it. It'll literally be, if you log into MLS at midnight tonight, it'll just go boom. Like maybe it's 500, maybe it's 1,500. So the big ones tend to be January 1st, June 1st, and August 1st. Those are the three real big ones. But still, first of the month in general is big day. So it's expired day on Saturday. Jackson and I already committed to being here. So we'll be here 8 a.m., really 7. Like expireds are kind of like first person to the lead. But because it's a Saturday, I think 8 a.m. is more than sufficient. But it's a first person to the lead instance. You really want to be the first person on the phone with them because with expireds, yeah. Because typically what I like to do when I'm calling expireds is I'll let them know, hey, just so you know you're expired. I'm typically giving them the news, and then by the time I tell them that, I'm warning them, you will get a lot more calls today. I am the first, you will get a lot more. So they stop answering them. And so I'm kind of sabotaging the people behind me and telling them like, hey, just so you know, like you're going to get a lot more calls just like this one today. So just make sure you keep that in mind. You're welcome to hang up. I'm your new real estate guy, you know, right. But yeah, I like expired day. So
Also, if I'm putting these like investor leads in, where is that where you can put investor?
tag, it's a tag.
Oh, you have to create it and then tag them.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, you
So
put it
just
in there.
add
Yeah, does it give you an option to tag them right there?
Let's see, this is source,
Okay.
lead type.
Yep, that's okay. And then once they're in there, then you should be able to
Tag for
add tag.
this one.
And then just type in investor, yeah.
Bruce.
Boom, that's the one. And then that way we can go filter just with the tags. Yep. Yep. Screen refresh. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, sweet. Oh, Jackson, tell Andy to come in here. Tell Andy to come in here.
Hey, Andy. Andy. Yes.
Did you ever hear back from the lead with the inherited properties?
No, not yet.
Not yet? Let's follow up with him now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right now?
Mm-hmm. Did we ever take a phone number down for her?
Mm.
I can look her back
Yeah,
up.
I have to look it back up.
What was it Celeste Smith?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and look it up. Tyler, Texas.
Tyler.
Yep, I think that's her. Make sure. Yep.
Yep.
Oh shit. 432-210-0230. Pretty sure this is who we called last time.
Hi, this is Celeste. You've reached my voicemail. Leave a message.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Celeste. This is Chris Speary with B&H Realty. Andy and I just wanted to touch base with you. I know that your husband may still be traveling, but wanted to let you know that we haven't forgotten about you. If you don't mind giving me a call back when you can. My phone number is 817-600-2077. Again, that's 817-600-2077. Thanks. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye. Okay. So we'll try her again a little bit later. It's work hours, so maybe we caught her at work, but at least we know that we got that number, so they're easy to find. Yeah, we're going to get you that one, man. We're going to get you that one. And then I see that you were able to confirm appointment for 3:30 today instead.
Yeah, 3:30.
Okay. I meant to tell you, when you make those follow-up calls, it's a good idea to go ahead and just ask them, like, hey, you know, how ready are you? If we met today and went through your options and you liked something, are you able to sign a contract today? Because sometimes that tells you whether or not we just want to reschedule the appointment altogether. Sometimes it's still good to go to build rapport, develop a relationship. So worst case scenario, we'll still do that today.
Okay.
But that's always a good opportunity to just say, hey, you know, are we how ready do I need to be? I want to make sure I'm prepared for you. Like, if you're ready to go, I need to know that. That way I have a contract with me, sign, lockbox, whatever it is. I want to make sure I'm ready to go if today's the day. If not, no problem. What are we waiting for? And then you can have those conversations again about timing. And then we have that conversation, and that does a couple of things. It increases your appointment conversion like crazy, because if we go on every appointment, because there are plenty of people who will let you in their house when they're months away, years away from being ready. Because they're just like, yeah, come on out. No harm, no foul, right? Like, if there's no pressure for us to come out, it doesn't cost them anything. But then our conversion ratio will get higher, because then you're only going on appointments with people who are ready to go. And so it would almost be worth a callback. If you feel like it'll blow up the deal, don't do it. But I would almost tell you, like, hey, if you're confident enough to make the phone call, just call and be like, hey, you know, I'm here, I'm getting ready for our appointment today. Just out of curiosity, how ready are you guys? If we go through a couple of different options and you find one you like, what's stopping you from signing a contract or a listing agreement today? And let them answer that question, because it could be, oh, I need to talk with this person, or, you know, we're months away from being ready, or we really don't want to do anything until summertime. Then you can go, oh, okay, you know, that's all right, that's perfectly fine, no worries. Would it be better if we maybe reschedule this appointment a little bit closer to when you guys are ready? And then that way, meeting with them today, if they're 3 months away, we're gonna have to meet with them again. And that's not 2 appointments, that's 1, right? Because if going and meeting with the same person twice for the same transaction at the same time, it's 1 appointment, it's not 2. So, and so yeah, that's why I say that'll increase our appointment conversion a lot more. But it's your call. If you don't feel confident enough for that, and we want to just go meet with them anyway, put faces to the name and talk through their options with them, we absolutely can. Just know, without pre-qualifying the appointment, we're walking in blind. For all we know, we're going to go in, spend an hour getting to know them, answering questions, and then we have to set up a follow-up months later. So,
Okay.
So.
So, I got a question about that.
Yeah.
About the sheet. So
This one.
Yeah. So, you know, if it's just one transaction, it counts as one appointment altogether.
Yep.
But what if I have to make like 5 follow-up calls before I could get that appointment? Would that still be one contact?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because contacts, in my mind, yes. Normally, contacts would just be new conversations, but I count follow-ups, because follow-ups, in my mind, are actually more valuable conversations than the initial contact. Sometimes the initial contact is just like, you know, all you're doing is you're getting enough information to determine when the right time to follow up is. But if you don't make that follow-up call, are you getting the deal? No. So I think the follow-up, the fortune is in that follow-up. So my personal philosophy, yes, I think follow-ups count as contacts. I think if all you did was come in and just make 20 follow-up calls every day, if they're good follow-up calls, right? If you're just calling the same 20 people over and over and over and over again, that's different. But if you're just putting leads in the CRM, you're putting an appropriate time to call them back, and you're making those follow-up calls, those do count. Those are very valuable contacts.
Okay, contacts, not just new contacts.
Not just new contacts.
Every time you talk to someone.
Correct. And that's
a valuable real estate conversation.
Yeah. If you think about it like football, right? Like if this is the field and this is the team, every time you have a conversation, you want to push the ball down the field, right? And so that's what a follow-up call is, right? It's essentially a drive, and you're pushing them closer and closer and closer to being ready. So, so yeah, follow-up calls, in my opinion, or at least for our purposes, do count as contacts. Now you go to other real estate companies and other brokerages, that might change. Oh, Rick is gonna get it.
But back to the appointment for today. Though.
Mhm.
When they first called me, I did ask her. So when are you looking to sell? She did say ASAP.
Okay, perfect.
Whether they signed today or not, I don't know. So should I still call them or?
I would just go ahead and tell her like, hey, I'm here. I'm getting ready for our appointment
Okay.
today. Just getting everything together, so that I'm fully prepared for you. I want to make sure I'm aware. Are you guys ready to do something today? If the options we go over look good, are you guys ready? Because I want to make sure I'm prepared. If so,
Okay,
right?
sounds great.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll
Cool,
go
cool.
ahead and call.
Go for it. Sales training, sales training. Sales training is my favorite. We got team meeting at 12 today.
12 today?
At 12. Is that, do we need to push it up a little bit earlier?
I was probably gonna head out right probably at 11.
At 11, you're heading out?
Yeah, my stomach is killing me.
Okay. Well, if you're not feeling well, just do me a favor and update your board. Update the board before you go. Yeah. And then I'll go ahead and do yours right now then. Any reason that you want to change your goals up for next month, or do you want to keep them the same?
I like it for now. I know we bumped up the my set and kept appointments,
Mhm.
which is fine. I'll barely be over barely be over 50 contacts by the end of the day. So I think the contacts at 100 is fine. I just need to just amp it up next month to get more.
Yep. Yep. We all do. We all do. We all fell short of the contacts this month because.
So, as far as like the appointments set and kept, I think I like it at least like 6.
Yeah.
6 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's good for now.
Yeah, I agree. I would normally be, if you were coming in up like real short, I might tell you to adjust on the other stuff. The contacts I want to keep the same. It's good to kind of have a higher North Star on that kind of stuff. It's just to feel that pressure, like I need to make more calls. It's good pressure. Everything else, your conversions look good. You're getting good appointments. So I'm not too stressed about that. So, okay. But yeah, if that's the case, man, leave, take care of yourself, do what you got to do. Let me know if any sooner than 3 o'clock you want me to take you off the rotation, but for now, I'm going to leave you on it.
Yeah,
Cool.
Because I'm just gonna probably go home and try to just take like some
Pepto or something.
Yeah, it's just I'm sitting over here all queasy and stuff, but
You're
but
good,
I'll
man.
Still be at home, like chilling.
Okay. All right.
You can keep me on definitely. I would say take me off at because I'll have to get ready for work probably around 2.
Okay.
So if you take me off at between 2 and 3, so that'd be good.
Perfect. Okay. Yes, hi, this is Chris. I just missed your call. It is still available, yes, ma'am. Are you an agent or are you inquiring for yourself? Yes, please do. We're looking for 3 times the rent and monthly income, ideally a credit score above 640, no pets, no criminal background, no previous foreclosures or bankruptcies or real estate foreclosures or bankruptcies. Then outside of that, in an ideal situation, if for whatever reason someone is like right at the line or just below the line on what we're looking for, then we'd be looking for two months of rent as deposit and first month rent due at lease execution. And then from there, it's available now. So.
Okay, because it says on there that the deposit's $5,000.
Yeah, we just dropped the lease price from $2,500 to $2,250, so it would actually be $4,500. Mm-hmm.
But if they had to, like, if their credit wasn't that great, but everything else was good, would they have to pay $4,500 times 2?
No, ma'am. No, 4,500 is the times 2. The couple of people that yeah. That's already times 2. So, yeah, it's the other way around. If they have great credit, then they'll only be paying $2,250.
Okay, and then if we wanted to look at it tomorrow morning, like around 9:30, is that okay?
Absolutely. It's in Showing Time and Broker Bay. It's on a combo. Code is 2378. So go and show. Cool? No problem. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Rental properties. Do. Alrighty, guys. I think as we kind of bring this to a close, I'm going to go ahead and hop off the stream for today. We've got a few things that we got to take care of going into our team meeting this afternoon. But I'm going to stay on the phones and continue to make some calls. Just going to go ahead and pause the stream for the time being, and we will see you guys on Monday.